Hello everybody, Toastmom here today talking to you guys about something that Nintendo has recently done. Now, even if you don't like Nintendo, you don't play their games, you don't buy their console, what they're doing is relevant to anyone who watches gaming videos on YouTube. So, what they have done is they have started claiming all ad money revenue from YouTube videos with their games in it. So that, ding ding ding, means Let's Plays. Now if you don't know, Let's Plays are largely Nintendo, and a Let's Play also, if you don't know, is just someone playing through a game and they're talking over it. Now Nintendo is a very, very popular section, or whatever you want to call it, of games in this type of video. Almost probably like half of the Let's Plays are Nintendo games. Now you might think the reason that they're doing this is just for money. Well, that really can't be it, because you think about the amount of money you make from YouTube. Well, it's all under contract and no one really knows. It's not that much compared to the amount of money that a giant corporation like Nintendo makes. They probably make more money in like half a day, maybe even less time, than they would make from all of those YouTube videos combined over the course of like a year. It's kind of a minuscule amount. It's like if I handed you a penny every year to you, it really wouldn't mean anything. You'd probably just throw it away. It really doesn't mean much, so it can't really be the money. And they haven't issued a statement yet that actually makes sense as to why they're doing this, so I can't really tell, but I can say that it's absolutely a horrible business decision, and it makes no sense at all. Now, I could go on probably for hours just as to why it's a legitimate thing to live off of Let's Play ad revenue from YouTube, and why these people deserve that money because they've spent years gaining a fan base in order to be able to do this, and why that stuff is all okay and should be a thing that happens, and why it's actually beneficial to Nintendo to expose people to these games. I could go on for that for a long time, but pretty much everybody is talking about that. But the thing that really baffles me is that it makes no sense at all. Now, what some companies do when they do something like this, they don't want people releasing content and making money off of their game or their hard work or whatever, is what they do is they just completely outlaw it altogether. So no one can post videos at all. But Nintendo's not doing that. They're allowing people to continue to post videos, just not make ad money on them. Now, this doesn't make sense because there's no incentive then to actually create quality videos. There'll still be videos if people aren't getting paid, but they're not going to be good. And now, what Nintendo has just done is all the videos of their games on YouTube, the largest video website in the world, is just going to be crap. All of the quality is going to be terrible, and no one's going to want to watch it, and all of that exposure that they would have normally got off of high quality videos is going to be crap, and now the exposure that they're getting is low quality, and the people seeing those videos are less likely to think, oh hey, that actually looks like something fun, because it's just being recorded off of some handy cam like 1980s cell phone pointed at a screen. It's kind of like if you take baseball, right? Baseball is huge. It is so big. It's on TV. People are getting paid millions of dollars to play it. It's crazy, right? Baseball's huge. Now, if you were to just say, oh, hey, the casters, the players, yeah, they don't get paid because it's someone else's game. Those people who worked hard on the rule set for this game and own the rights to this game, they are the ones who deserve to get paid because they put in the hard work to actually create this game, and the people who are playing didn't, so they shouldn't get paid. All of a sudden, there's no more MLB, there's no more ESPN showing baseball stuff. There's none of that because they can't, because they won't get paid, so it's not worth the time. All it's going to be is local baseball games and people filming it with their home video camera and then posting it on YouTube, and maybe there will be a few crazy people who do some commentary or some sort of kind of high quality thing for baseball, but that's all it's going to be. It's going to be low quality stuff, and the people who would have normally seen that ESPN stuff on TV and been like, whoa, that looks like a ton of fun, start playing the game and then eventually get really invested in it, watch a lot of it, buy baseball gear, try to go pro maybe even in it, and just spread the word of baseball, aren't going to exist anymore, because they're either going to see it, some random YouTube video, and they're going to be like, ugh, that doesn't look like fun at all, and they're not going to get introduced to it, or they're just not going to be able to keep up with it and follow the sport because there's nothing out there about it. It's kind of like if you go onto YouTube and you watch some really weird sports, and even if you do see them and you're like, wow, that's kind of cool, I would like to see more of that, I'm kind of interested in that, it's very hard to track down, okay, where can I go to play this, what's going on, how do I buy the equipment, that stuff's not available because no one's selling it, there's no videos about this thing because it's so arbitrary and weird that I can't even find it. That's basically what would happen to a sport if they outlawed that sort of content and not paying people for any of that stuff. So that's basically what Nintendo has done. They have just made it so that the only stuff out there is low quality and there's not going to be nearly as much of it, so people won't get exposed to it and are less likely to actually get sucked into their product and addicted to it and have them buy more games down the line that are Nintendo. So anyways, this is just a really frustrating thing, and again, even if you don't care about Nintendo, nothing about them that is something you like, it is still relevant because this could be the starting path for a lot of companies to do this. Now, there have been some people recently, some developers that have come out after this statement from Nintendo is released and said that, no, we're not going to do this at all, don't worry, you can play our games on the internet, we are totally fine with that. Most of those, as far as I've seen, are kind of indie sort of companies, but hopefully the larger companies won't follow in these Nintendo people's footsteps, because it's just not going to be good in the long run at all. So anyways, that'll be it for this one. If you liked it, you can leave a like or a comment, or you can subscribe, because I post new Halo videos every day. Anyways, thank you for watching. See you tomorrow. Bye.